Hi everyone. What if I told you that Excel just got a lot smarter? No more dragging formulas, no more copying across rows, no more Control Shift Enter madness. In today's video, I am going to show you a game-changing upgrade in Excel that will completely transform the way you work with data. Dynamic array functions. These new tools are fast, flexible, and honestly, kind of addictive. You'll learn how to filter data instantly, pull out unique values, sort without breaking a sweat, and even generate entire lists with just one formula. This one upgrade you don't want to miss. Let's dive into the magic of Excel dynamic arrays, and trust me, once you get it, there's no going back. So here you have the main benefits of using the dynamic array functions and the comparison with the traditional functions. But let's get to practice those functions. Here, first of all, you need to check if you have the version that permits these new dynamic array functions. If you don't have this, you will only have access to the old functions that you have to use with Control Shift Enter. So here we have a table, and we start now with the main functions. First, we have unique. It just results the unique data in one column. Okay, so we have this. We put it here, and you see it fills already the unique function, the unique data, without pressing Control Shift Enter. We can also chain these functions with other functions. For example, here we want to count. Okay, we want to count the number of unique data. Okay, so we only have 4. We can sort it. So here with unique, we just get the data, and here we sort it. Okay, we put it here again. Okay, and it is sorted. One aspect that I want to mention is this spill behavior. You put in one cell and it spills with the data for all the rows in that context. So instead of the old functions that get only one value, and if you want to have the full array, press Control Shift Enter. Here you just put in one cell, but you have to be aware the cells have to be empty. Otherwise, you will have an error. Okay, so we go here and we put sort, okay, and we have to have this available. Another aspect is the reference to the spill range. For example, here we want to reference this range. We have to put only the first cell, I4, okay, and then the hashtag. Okay. Also, if we want to sum, okay, we want to sum this area, we just put sum 03, the first cell, and then the hashtag. Okay, we put it here again. Okay, and we have the data. Another useful function is filter. Okay, so the filter just looks at the table that you want to have filter, and then you put the condition. Here in column D, we want the year to be 2021. Okay, we put it here, and we have it. Okay, then we can chain it with sort. For example, we want to sort the brand ascending, and then we introduce this sort function. Okay, put it here. And we have the data sorted. By default, it is ascending. Otherwise, if we want to put descending, we have to put -1. And you see, we have it descending. Otherwise, implicitly, it is just 1. You don't have to put it. Okay. Then very useful, we have the sort by, and we can put multiple criteria here. For example, it says sort by array, the table, then F, okay, by brand descending, we put 1, and D by year descending, we put -1. Okay, and we have the brand ascending, year descending. Other useful function, we have this transpose. So we have the table here and we want it transposed. Okay, we just okay, we just mention the table from AG2 to AL9, okay, and it is transposed. Okay, put it here again, for example. So very easy. Then another very interesting thing that you can do is VLOOKUP for returning multiple values. As you know, VLOOKUP returns just one value, but with the dynamic array functions, we can return multiple values. For example, here we have the table. We want to VLOOKUP after the north region. I put it here to be more easily. Okay, so we say VLOOKUP by AK21 by region north, where the table AG3AL9, okay, and then instead of specifying the index of the column where it is our value, we specify with curly brackets the index of the columns that we want to return. So in this case, we want all 3 columns, 1 through 3. Okay, and we get this. So not just one value, we get all the row if we want. Then we go to the sequence function, very useful to generate an array of sequential numbers. Okay, the parameters are like this. If we say sequence 1, 10, okay, we have 10 columns. If we say just sequence 10, we have just one row because the row is implicit and sorry, only the rows are specified. So we say sequence 10, it means 10 rows. Here, for example, sequence 4, 2, we want 4 rows and 2 columns, and we have this. Another aspect that I want to mention is that dynamic arrays work with all formulas in Excel, not only with functions. For example, in this table, I put here the columns, okay, here the rows. And here I put multiply the data in the rows with the data in the columns, okay, this and this. And I just press enter. I don't have to put Control Shift Enter, and it fills. Okay, it fills all the table. So this behavior is already implicit in these new versions of Excel. Okay, it recognizes that you are working with dynamic array. And the last function that I want to show you in this video is the rand array. It generates an array of random numbers. Okay, so for example, rand array 6 rows, 4 columns here. Okay. Every time you press enter, it generates other numbers. Here, for example, we have 8 rows, 6 columns with random integers between 1 and 50. Okay, we put true to be integers, and we have this data here. The only issue that this render array generates also duplicates. So if we want to have n random numbers without duplicates, we have an workaround that we have to do with this function here. Okay. So here what we say is generates render array 30 numbers between 1 and 100 integers, okay, to be true. And here, when we press it, okay, we see that we have only 15. So it initially generated 30, but because there are duplicates, only 15 are non-duplicates. So this was an introduction about the Excel dynamic array functions. I hope you found it useful. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.